Hello, this is Donald Andrews, Dean of the College of Business here at Southern University Baton Rouge. I want to thank you for looking at this video. This is an opportunity for me to give you some information about what's going on in the College of Business, and not only that, but look at some topics that impact us, whether we're in the United States or whether we're looking at issues with respect to globalization. One area that's quite important that's been in the news, and I hope all of you are looking at news on a global basis, but is that of the British exit from the European Union, which is sometimes referred to as Brexit. BR representing Britain, and exit meaning leaving the EU, the European Union. This is an issue in terms of globalization, in terms of the world coming together to do business and to do trade. However, whenever we have trade, there are going to be winners and losers. In general, what we find is that for a nation as a whole, it will benefit as a result of globalization or international trade. However, there may be some industries, such as we've seen in the U.S., as well as in Britain, such as manufacturing, that may leave a particular country and go somewhere else. If we look at the United States as an example, we see more or less that the U.S. is specializing in highly advanced manufacturing, which may require a college degree or even graduate training. So basically, we are substituting high educational type jobs for less educational type jobs. So those people that have less education may lose as a result of globalization in the advanced countries. That is occurring in the U.S. as well as in Britain. So basically what we are saying is that in order to be able to compete on a global market, you need to be highly educated. Basically, we see individuals with college degrees and graduate training are the ones that are receiving the higher income jobs in the United States as well as in Britain, as well as in Europe in general. So therefore, what we are experiencing in Britain is that those individuals that have been left behind as a result of more income inequality, if given the ability to vote, may vote themselves out of globalization. This is a more or less issue that the political arena has to deal with. How do you deal with individuals who may lose their job as a result of international trade, that may not have the wherewithal to go back to school to get a new job in terms of the highly skilled activities? So how do you help these individuals not to be such that they are going to vote against economic progress? In the United States, we have what is known as the Trade Adjustment Act that provides training opportunities, educational opportunities, those particular industries that have been impacted as a result of globalization. So we have to find some way to make sure that individuals have a stake in the economy of the future. So hopefully you're here at Southern University and you're majoring in areas that will benefit as a result of globalization. So that's why you need to take your education seriously in terms of being able to compete on a global scale. So we no longer live in a small village. We have to all be willing to adapt and to adjust to the changes that are taking place in the world market on a global basis. It makes life a little bit more difficult, but it also makes life more rewarding in the sense that it rewards lifelong learning. So let's take advantage of all these opportunities, and you need a university that can help you move forward in terms of being able to compete in the world that we live in today, in terms of advances taking place in technology, advances taking place in terms of the types of job opportunities that are available to our students. And now I've made a terrible mistake by not silencing my phone, so don't you get caught in this type situation. so we'll move on, and I will silence my phone, and we'll move on to our second topic, which is that of the college has received a grant with the Delta Regional Authority. And the Delta Regional Authority is a organization of government for 8 states in the lower Mississippi Delta. That is the lower states through which the Mississippi River flows. That is Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, as well as Alabama. So we find that these states have a higher concentration of poverty relative to the rest of the country. And so the Delta Regional Authority was started under the Clinton administration. They're concerned about how can we improve the outcomes for individuals that live in these states. And in these states, more or less, we have a lower participation in terms of entrepreneurship. So what this particular program that we have been successful in competing with is to establish a entrepreneurial ecosystem initiative in these states. There are 6 schools that have been selected: Southern University Baton Rouge, and we partner with our other sister campuses, that is Southern University in Shreveport, Southern University New Orleans, Southern University Law Center, as well as the Southern University Law School. And so we're going to be moving this particular program out in the fall semester. It will provide for opportunities for you to engage in business plan development, as well as pitch competitions. And also, this particular program is in cooperation with the Allen Entrepreneurial Institute, which is located in Lithonia, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. And so those who are successful with their pitch competitions in our internal competition will be able to go to the Allen Entrepreneurial Institute and provide information there for additional training, as well as pitch their projects to major investors. So this is a great opportunity for us to move forward with our entrepreneurial concentration and our entrepreneurial program, and for those of you who more or less want to be entrepreneurs in the future. So we're going to make this program available to you in the fall as well as in the spring. And I've asked Dr. Melanie Ray to help coordinate this program. And so once we get the full details, we'll make more of it available to you. So keep tuned to this station, and we'll be able to provide that information to you. Third topic we want to talk about is that of preparation for the fall 2016 semester. We want you to go to class the first day, not wait to get a order to go to class or whatever the case may be. We want to change the culture. We want you to be there the first day. Even if you don't have your book, even if you have not completed registration, you need to be there to get the information. We are also rolling out a new course management system. Blackboard is no longer going to be available. The Moodle is going to be there, but we want you to take advantage of all the information. And if you can find a way to get information before class even starts, that may be a good thing for you to do. So we want you to start as a winner and not start 2 weeks behind. Because if you don't start out the semester in an advanced way, then your subject more or less are not able to keep up in that particular course, and you're always running behind. Education is very, very serious. Employers are making their decisions on whether you have a 3.0 and above. We're out constantly looking for opportunities for you, in the sense that we're looking at various companies. We're part of the HBCU Business Deans Roundtable. We were recently talking with Dell Computer, and we were talking with various other employers. And so we want you to be able to communicate to your instructors that you are a serious student. And one way to do that is to be to class on the first day. Show interest. Get information about what the course actually is entailing. What more or less are additional readings. Where can you find out information? And where can you tune in to keep up with the course? What particular business programs do you need to watch to understand more about this particular topic? You may need to look at various programs that are on various channels, such as CNBC, that has a lot of information out there about various activities taking place, such programs as Squawk Box, Jim Cramer, a lot of things on public TV in terms of Wealth Track and other types of programs that helps you to understand what's going on in business, because business is not static, it's always changing. So take advantage of the changes we're making in the curriculum. We're adding courses in terms of BUSP 100, which is Introduction to Business and Entrepreneurship. For those of you that may be freshmen coming into the College of Business. Also, we're putting in business communications. We're going to be making some adjustments there. So we want to make sure that you understand that you have a stake in your future. We can help you, but you also have to help us to help you, tutoring and all else. So basically, see your advisor, see your department chair, see me in the dean's office. Whatever we need to do to help you to be successful, we're going to do the best job that we can. We will also be visited in 2017 by AACSB, which is the accrediting body, and they want to know how have we engaged with you in terms of your academic career. How successful are you? Are you being placed? What type jobs are you able to obtain? And what kind of responsibilities and what companies actually come here to recruit our students? So it's very important that you be a part of the College of Business and understand how important it is for you to be successful. Fourth topic, and you may be looking at the political conventions that are taking place, both the Republican as well as the Democratic. And you might hear a lot of information there about how well the economy is doing or how terrible the economy is doing. You as an educated individual have to be able to tell the difference, because business has an impact on the political arena, and the political arena has a lot of impact on business. So as a well-educated business student, you should understand more or less what's taking place in terms of how well the economy is doing or how poorly the economy is doing, and what role does government actually play. And that's really what's being discussed. Are we going to have a government that's going to be involved in creating opportunities? Are we going to have less government and more involvement by the individual? Well, you as a business student have to be positioned to take advantage of the opportunities that are going to be developed. We're not going to be able to remove government, but the types of programs that will be available may be impacted in terms of who and what philosophy is going to be in place by whichever party happens to win the election in November. So we want to make sure you are a wise business student. We are producing future business leaders. So you need to understand more or less the role that government plays in a advanced society in terms of how we position various industries for success. Because some individuals saying we need to close in terms of putting up a wall. Others are saying we need to be more open. And so as a well-educated individual, you need to understand the difference in what the implications are in terms of the role of government and business. Government has always been involved in the business sector. If we go back in terms of the early building of the railroads, that was done through government grants. If we talk about the land grant university, that was done through government land grants. We talk about the interstate highway system. We talk about the space program. We talk about medical industry investments. We talk about the human genome. Government has always been involved in those kinds of programs. So a lot of people say we need to cut back the role of government. Government more or less is doing too much. Private sector should do it. We all know that basically it is a public-private partnership that tends to work out best in terms of advancing our society. Also, in terms of our majors, we need to look at our finance degree program. I would encourage you more or less to understand more about finance. If you're interested in understanding how the economy works and how business starts, you need to really understand finance. Careers in industry areas such as real estate, such as insurance, such as financial consulting, such as wealth and asset management, such as stockbrokers and all the rest. These are careers that are highly sought after in terms of individuals that have a finance background. So finance is an important area, and we basically need to improve the number of students in that area so that we more or less can have a robust program in terms of producing people who can go out into the real estate industry, who can go out into the insurance industry, who can go out into the financial markets and help make a difference in our society where we need more in the way of wealth creation. Also want to say a few things in terms of engaging you in the College of Business, in terms of joining our various organizations, that is student organizations, being involved in the various programs, taking advantage of our scholarship programs, volunteering for various services to help in terms of raising funds, in terms of our scholarship program, so you can be a great ambassador for the College of Business. And so we want to see you in terms of what we can do to help you advance your career, as well as help you advance the College of Business, because once you graduate, you will always be a graduate of Southern University College of Business, and you want this particular program to remain strong and to be a leader on the campus as well as a leader in the community in terms of producing future global business leaders. I think I'm just about out of time, and so I want to ask you to really think about where you want to go in life, what you want to achieve in life, and what is really important. Is it really important that I have a new car? Is it really important that I have a new suit or whatever the case may be? If we can help you more or less to achieve your goals in terms of sacrifices that you have to make, because you have to put in the time in order to be successful. As Malcolm Gladwell says in terms of his book Outliers, The Secrets of Success, you really have to put in the time in terms of investing in your career. A 2.5, while it may be enough to get you through the courses, as far as the employers in these global Fortune 500s, they're looking for people with 3.0, 3.2, 3.5, as well as students with experience, as well as students who've been involved in their overall university. So we want you to be a well-rounded individual and not spend your time on a job, a second job, not really investing in yourself, because it is important for these 4 years or 6 years that you really put in the time and show more or less that you made an investment, you received a return on your investment, and it really takes some sacrifice to do that. So come to my office anytime you want to talk, and we can explain more or less what it really takes to be successful in the business world. So I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for listening.